because I always got grounded. Not locked in a room grounded. Might actually take a battery cable and ground me to an engine block. Always got the drunk driving lecture too. Every week I get the drunk driving lecture. Probably because I fell into a bonfire. Of course, my dad drank and drove all the time. Maybe it wasn't a lecture, you know. Maybe it was helpful tips from the master. Comes to drinking and driving, my dad's Obi-Wan Kenobi. He busted me once for drinking and driving. Woke up 6 a.m. Saturday morning, about 2 months into my senior year, just hungover, just hammered. I wake up to my father standing over me, you know, wearing a robe, holding a beer. Hey! Won't you get up and explain to me how come the car's parked at such an odd angle on the porch across the street? He then decided to pull my driver's license for 6 months of my senior year. Yeah. Nothing screams prom night more than helping that date down off the handlebars, huh? Woo! Ching, ching! Party! Hold up, guys. My tuxedo's caught in the chain. And I hated him for that because he always had beer in the car, man. Since I was a kid, he had beer in the car. For 30 years, my father had beer in the car, sometimes on tap. But then I found out that there is a God, and karma does work, because Memorial Day a while back, my father had a starring role at a drunk driving checkpoint. Ha 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 ha. I saw it, I wasn't there, but our local TV news crew happened to be. It was Memorial Day, whole family's at the house. Everybody, aunts, uncles, we're all waiting for my father to come home and start barbecuing chicken. Where the hell's Dad? We're watching the 4 o'clock news. My father pulls in behind the reporter out on location live at the checkpoint. Here's my family. No one said, "Oh my God, we've got to help Father." My little brother Dave gets up and goes, "Give me a tape! Titus, give me a tape! Give me a tape! Give me a tape!" I have my dad getting busted on high-quality stereophonic VHS. For a while, every Christmas reunion, I just rented a big screen TV. And at dinner, when he got some wine in him, started in on me, because by the way, everybody has a relative somewhere that remembers the worst story about you, the one you never once said, and will retell that story at every family gathering until they die. That's my dad. "How's it going, Christopher?" "Mr. Smart-Ass Comedian." Comedian. You know what I'm trying to say, goddammit? What? Shut up! I'm talking to my son! I mean, Merry Christmas, Grandma. Everybody, hey, everybody, hey, everybody, hey, everybody, hey. Hey, everybody, hey. Hey, everybody, hey. Hey. Look at my boy, huh? When he's a kid, he's a screw-up. Please, nobody build any bonfires after dinner. And the first year after he got busted, I took it. Second year, I waited 20 minutes, said, "Grandma, hit the lights, let's go to the video." "Okay. Everybody, meet me in the living room. Get a piece of pie. You're gonna like this." Is everybody here? Okay, excellent, good. Okay. Okay, here we see Dad weaving into the checkpoint. 2 wheels on the sidewalk. "Dad, you think that might cost you?" Another cops want Dad to step from the vehicle. He opens a door, and the nice officers help him right back to his feet. Oh, now he's attempting to touch your nose test. Let's stop it right here. Hey, Dad, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put the beard down first. And touch your own nose. Hey, has anybody else seen a cop that pissed off? Oh, Dad, do those sticks hurt? Yeah, I'm never letting that story slide, man. We don't have home movies in my family. It's People's Exhibit A.
So I got to go to the dental surgeon finally. And this is surgery, full-out surgery. He's got to put the posts in to have the teeth, and he's got to bolt in. And I'm a car guy, so I'm like, you can use SAE or metric. And he's from Sudan. He's like, nobody in the world uses SAE. You Americans are so arrogant. Do not joke with a man about to cut open your face. So they prep me for surgery. Here's how they prep me for surgery. They lay me on a table and throw a giant napkin over me. And I'm prepped. And that pissed me off, because I know how much this costs. Give me some pageantry. Stick some tubes in my arm with colored water. I want some beeping shit. Let's go. I'm like, don't I need to get naked? No, nobody's getting naked. Stop asking. If you can get naked, nobody is getting naked. Fine, you're lost, bro. And then they give me the nitrous. I love nitrous, by the way. My first experience with nitrous, I was 14 years old. I worked at PJ's Ice Cream Parlor, where I was Darth Vader at little kids' birthday parties. Just traumatized many children. Yes, I did. But my manager was way older than me, Steve. He was 19. And he would gather up all the whipped cream containers at the end of the night, and we would get basted when we closed and when we were open. And I got to be honest with you, I have an addictive personality, but nitrous doesn't do it. I float, I feel good, I could live there. And I did until I was fired from that job for being high on nitrous as Darth Vader. Because parents paid extra for Darth Vader, and they didn't like that he giggled. Happy birthday, Timmy. So he gives me nitrous, and he also injects my jaw with like 10 different needles. I'd never had a molar removed. I'd never had any kind of surgery like that at all. And anyone had it because it's horrible. I would rather have a kidney transplant. It was so bad. You know why? Because the molar in the back of your mouth is a lie from Jesus. Oh, look in the mirror. It's a tiny little tooth back there. Oh, look, you got a little tooth there. They don't tell you that underneath the gum line is a Titanic sinking iceberg-sized piece of enamel that reaches down into your chest and upper fucking soul. And he's got these tools in my mouth, and my head's going back and forth, my giant noggin, you know, and he can't get it out because for some reason Drifty ain't wandering today. And he keeps switching out to bigger tools. And at one point, I'm like, those are not from this century. Those are oil rig pliers. What are you doing? And he kept switching out. And finally, and this is when I got scared, I hear noises in my head that I only hear in bridge demolition. Yeah, just crack. And then finally, one snap, crackle, pop, and he pulls it out. And this thing, he pulled it. The man pulled a garden gnome out of my face. And then he shows it to me. And I don't know the etiquette here, and I'm high. So I applaud. And then he's got to clean out the hole where Drifty was, so he starts digging around. And after about 2 minutes, my ear goes like I was ordering at a drive-thru McDonald's in 1972. And I said, "Hey, who are you? What are you?" And he says, "Yes." "Nick, okay." And he goes, "Oh, wow. There's a nerve that goes to your ear right past there. I'm probably hitting it." Probably? No, you definitely heard that. You heard it. You know what? I'm going to let the C report card right now. Let me guess. C minus? But I gotta let him finish. You know, he's gotta do it. He's gotta put the cadaver bone in, and it's ready because it's on the tray next to me, and it's got a head on it. And he goes, I will tell you what. I will give you some more nitros. And I applaud. And what I'm about to explain to you is the weirdest experience of my entire life. And I've had a weird life. He cranks the nitrous up. I get higher and higher. Next thing I know, I'm out. Next thing I know, I'm standing outside my body looking at me on the operating table. And I'm glad I wasn't naked because I thought I looked a little fat.